Morning, everybody. Bright sunny day, but don't be deceived, it is chilly. We're gonna run around bale up to the horses and see what else the day brings. Stay tuned. Feed this little small one just yet. This will be a good bale to feed, say, early April, because it won't take the horses quite so long to eat it up. Because what happens in when you get around April, what happens is there's usually some green in the pastures, and the horses will always go for that first if they can get it. And you got warm days, cold nights. You're sometimes getting some precipitation, and what happens is those bales will go bad to the point where the horses won't eat them. Horses, for those of you that don't know, a horse is compared to, say, a beef cow. Horses are very, very fussy. I mean, they'll eat. They'll eat when they can't find anything else. This bale is a little small. This is probably a 3.5 footer, but what I'll do is I'll probably just feed another one next weekend. Now, this coming down, this is really icy underneath this little dusting of. We got like 3/4 of an inch last night. But this is just really icy underneath. And I have slid before, but then I usually just drop the box blade, and that causes a little bit of drag, and then I can get her under control. Four-wheel drive engaged, of course. And I get to the bottom here, I'll disengage that, put her in the road gear, and go have some fun. People are friendly today. I ain't gonna lie. I get or hear about lots of comments about my flag. There's people actually like to see that, I guess. $205 hours on the tractor, and I promise I do have a 1-year review. This is going to be a little over a year. I do have a 1-year review coming. I just didn't want to film it in my garage, and I'm kind of waiting for a nice day. As I said before, don't be fooled, because it is cold today. It's like 23 with a good stiff wind out of the north. But the sun's out. I try to find the positive in things. We got a real big warm up coming this week. And then a return to more winter-like weather after that. But that next week will be nice. A lot of this will probably be gone, because there are some sunny days. Mid-50s and sun does a lot. My wife's already told me that my father-in-law and I, her father, are not allowed to get spring fever and start thinking about turning up fields. It's tough when you've waited all winter. Roads are starting to heave. Frost must be coming out of the ground a little bit at a time. Next week will really draw it out. Let's see. We'll pull her in high range today. Let the tractor work a little bit. Boy, that knife ain't qualified for butter and toast. This is where it gets tricky this time of the year, because these piles are frozen, and it's not quite so bad with this tractor, but boy, oh boy.
Smaller one?
It's not the smallest. Yeah, I'll meet you up there. So this is where I was saying, this time of the year it starts getting tricky because see, all these little piles and landmines are frozen. And in the past, with the 2025 once or twice, I put myself into a pretty good lean, like a pucker type of lean, rolling over them piles. It's not quite as noticeable with this tractor, but you know, we just, after this week, see, by next weekend I'll be able to come up here and I'll be able to clean the bulk of that right out. Oh look, you'd think they never got fed. And Jake, he gets a little pushy. And Cheyenne once in a while. Cheyenne's the one over here. She'll give it right back to him sometimes. But anyway, that's where we're at up here. Gotta run up here and check on my father-in-law. He had waiting in line yesterday for his COVID vaccination. Guess he had a spell of some sort, passed out. So, gonna run up here quick and check on him. So, we're back at our house. And all I'm trying to do is break down a couple of these piles. Otherwise, I wasn't joking. It'd be well into May before some of these piles fully melt. I know. We've been doing this a while. All right, we fed around bale. I played around with some of these snow piles, not all of them, just, you know, it takes time. We got a ways before we're mowing. So I had come back out here, a week and a half or so ago, and I made a couple of modifications to this to see if it'll better work for now. I priced out that kit, the hydraulic rotation kit is like $600, a little over 16. So I moved this piece. They had it on this side of the A-frame. I moved it over here to get that handle so it was more coming straight at me. And this piece right here slides down into this sleeve and then locks in. I cut like an inch off of that to lower it just a little bit. You know, and all these modifications are made this way because this blower is designed to be used on several different tractors, you know. So I've got this 1164 on probably one of the smallest, well, the smallest frame tractor that you can probably use it on. So that's it. I wish it was as nice out as it looks. But it is windy. You see our flags on the chicken fence. So anyways, thanks for spending an afternoon with me, and we'll see you in the next one.